Hey everyone, Courtney here with Southern Owls. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to do a little bit of a different view. Let me know if you like this angle. We are going to be making the TMI Gifts chicken box. They sold this wreath kit and I thought this sign was so funny that I definitely wanted to make this wreath. So what comes in the kit? The sign, you're going to get a 21-inch roll of deco mesh, 10-inch mesh, the work form, and 3 rolls of ribbon. So cute. I think I am going to add in this polka dot ribbon. This is also from TMI Gifts, but it doesn't come with the chicken box. So this is what we're going to be making tonight. You can grab one of these boxes from tmigifts.com. I will tag them in the description. I'll put the chicken box code and all of the goodies that I used to make this wreath tonight. You can use my code at TMI Gifts. It's OWL20 and you'll receive 20% off your order. So I'm going to lay these pipe cleaners down and I'm using my Husky, that just fell off, my Husky staple gun. You know what? I don't think I have added, I need to do that. Ooh, that felt weird. Oh, that made my hand tingle. I don't think I've added a staple gun. I'm going to see if I can find this Husky one, guys, and I will get it added to my Amazon storefront, which I will also tag in the comments after this YouTube tutorial. I do have an Amazon storefront. Gosh, I really don't think I put my staple gun. Okay, I will try to remember to do that and add the staple gun in. I always like to staple my pipe cleaners on and add some hot glue. I don't know if my hot glue gun's ready to roll yet though. No, not quite. Okay, we're gonna put this to the side. We are now gonna grab our work form. I like to kind of just prep this a little bit. TMI Gifts sells these work forms and they come in all different colors as well, which is awesome. And they are, at TMI, I feel like they're the best bang for your buck because you can use my code OWL20 and get 20% off of them. So I do like that. So we're going to undo our 21-inch deco mesh. And that is how we're going to start this wreath off tonight. I don't know why I'm saying, I do know why I'm saying tonight. The sun is down here, but this will air in the morning. So I don't know when you're going to be watching it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I unroll it, I fold it in half, and then I just gather it all in my hand. But I want to make sure that the ends are facing down. And then I always start on the top. You can start on the bottom. And you're just going to lay that into that pipe cleaner and give it a few good twists. I then grab a 3-inch cable tie. And I like to secure this on. This is just extra precaution. I just don't want that to come unraveled or anything like that when your client receives it. I just like to take that extra step just in case. Okay? I'm going to cut off just a little bit. Doesn't have to be so long. Okay, so now we're going to do 10-inch poofs. So what I do is I get my measuring mat and I slide my hand down the mesh to the 10-incher mark. And then I lay that right where my hand's holding it, right into the pipe cleaner. And that is how you create a poof. So we're going to do that all the way into every single twisty tie. Sorry, I'm getting hung up on stuff. My mesh is getting hung up. There we go. So we're just going to keep on doing those 10-inch poofs all the way around. And you won't use the whole roll of mesh. You'll have a little bit left over if you're using it on a work form like this one. Don't mind my gnarly scar from burning myself with hot glue the other night. You're wondering what that huge scar is on my hand. That was from a YouTube tutorial. That was from a tutorial. I just dropped hot glue right on me. But it's healing up. It will be fine. Okay, so now we're at the start. So you just lay it right down in there. Give it a few good twists. I like to kind of just poof these out a little bit. I just take my hands and spread them. Okay, now we are just going to slide right down that work form and twist it in. Okay, now we have all of these that we need to fill. So we're going to do the same thing, 10-inch poofs all the way around. And everything is from TMIGifts.com. Go have some fun. Go get one of these funny chicken wreaths. I think they're super, super cute. You make one, show me. Send it to me on Facebook Messenger. I love to see it. I've been getting, so many of y'all have been messaging me on Facebook Messenger with y'all's beautiful designs, and it really does make my day. I love it. So thank you for showing me y'all's designs. I love that. If you're new here, I do have a website, theSouthernOwls.com. That is where you can shop my wreaths. You can also sign up to be an official owlet over there. I do an email list. I have an email list, and I email about once a week, so I'm not spamming y'all or anything, but I like to email blast on Sundays and just kind of tell y'all what I'm up to for the week. Okay, we are getting towards the end. I'll put my website in the description also, because that's where I have all of my favorite stores, my Amazon storefront. So if you ever forget, you can always go to my website. Okay, so now we're at the end. So I'm going to cut a few inches off. Okay, and see, we have a little bit of this left. So you can use this on another design. So that's quite a bit left. Okay, so I'm going to throw that off to the side. And we're going to do the same thing. This is a 3-inch cable tie. And I just like to secure it right into that work form. Okay? Right in there. Well, maybe. Well, maybe. I was trying to get a really good camera angle, but I just couldn't see very well. I always grab my needle nose pliers, pull it nice and tight, and then snip off that end with your nippers. These are linked in my Amazon storefront, y'all. Okay, so now we have all of our poofs. So then we're going to grab our 10-inch mesh that comes in the Chicken Lady box. Just making sure all of these look good. Okay. So now we're going to grab, this is what that looks like. Okay. Now we're going to grab our 10-inch mesh. I think I keep on kicking my stand. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Okay. Grab this, open it up, and we are going to cut this whole roll at 20 inches. The whole thing. And that's going to be the perfect amount of cuts for this wreath form. So I use my rotary blade, which I am not seeing. So that's That's good. That's good, Court. Oh my gosh, it fell into the trash can. Y'all. Oh my gosh. I'm going to get some hate comments. You're taking too long. Sorry. Okay. 20-inch cuts with my rotary blade. And we're doing the whole wreath, okay? The whole thing. I just realized that my Harry Potter cup is like perfectly enframed. It says, can y'all read it? I don't know, probably not. It's my Harry Potter cup though. It says, I solemnly swear that I'm up to no good. I'm obsessed with Harry Potter. If you're new here, fun fact about me, fun fact about Southern Owls, I love Harry Potter. I actually named Southern Owls, comes from Harry Potter, the owl part. Southern because I live in Texas. Owls because I'm obsessed with Harry Potter. And owls are a huge role. They play a huge role in Harry Potter. This mesh, I like this mesh too. This is nice. Really nice mesh. My rotary blade is also linked on my Amazon storefront. Push that back a little bit. See, we use the whole roll, the whole thing. You might have just a little bit left, but I always throw it. I always chunk it. Okay, so now we're going to grab our work form, and in all of the twisty ties that are left, we are now going to put a white ruffle. So we're going to take all of these cuts that we just made. I'm so sorry if y'all are shaking a lot. I flip it down. I tuck it under about an inch, maybe 2. Find the middle. Walk my fingers over to the other side. Make sure that that side is also tucked about an inch or 2. And that is how I make my ruffles. And you're just pinching it. So now you're going to grab your work form and start putting that right down into your deco mesh and just twist it in. Same thing. So we're going to do this with every single piece of mesh. I don't know, y'all. Do y'all always start at the top? I always start at the top. And then I work my way to the bottom. Same thing. Flip it, tuck it, pinch in the middle. Walk your fingers over to the other side. Find an open twisty tie. Put it in. Oh, you know what, y'all? I bet you my hot glue is hot gluing. Let me hot glue this so it can cure for just a second. I like to hot glue and staple. You don't have, I don't know. I get some slack sometimes about gluing and stapling, but you know what? I'm selling this and I want to make sure that it's going to last for a very long time. Okay? All right. Put that off to the side. Let that dry. And back to our ruffles. I think I keep on hitting my stand. Oh my gosh, am I making y'all seasick? I don't know. Or is it just me? Oh, it's just me walking, huh? Okay. All right. Little Miss Heifer over here, I guess. I'm like, just me walking just makes it shake. Godzilla. Okay. Sorry, my son is so into Godzilla, so that's just the first thing that comes to my mind always. Compare myself to Godzilla. Okay. And same thing, we're just going all the way around. I put mine in up and down also because we already have the poofs going side to side. I didn't say that earlier. My apologies. This wreath is going to be stinking cute. All right, so now we have all the bottom twisty ties still open. So same thing, just work on those ruffles, flipping it under for about an inch or two, and then putting that mesh in all of the twisty ties. Don't worry if you're having troubles with your ruffles. I have been doing wreaths for quite some time, and it's just muscle memory for me now because I do them so often. So don't get discouraged if your ruffles aren't ruffling very well. Take your time. I really like this mesh. This is a good, fun mesh. All right, we're adding all of that. And once again, I'm putting these up and down even on the bottom layer. So I'm not going to go side to side because those poofs are there. So we don't need any more mesh side to side, just up and down. And that is going to create the fullness so we don't see that work form. Guys, I am so excited. I am leaving. Well, I will be gone by the time y'all see this video because this video is going to be dropping on Friday. I'll be in Charleston. I'll be in Charleston while y'all are watching this video. I've never been to Charleston, so I'm super excited to go explore, eat my weight in seafood. I have been to Hilton Head, and I love Hilton Head. Such a cute town. It's actually where me and my my husband honeymooned. Was in Hilton Head. Of all the places, I know. Of all the places. My aunt owns a condo in Hilton Head, and she gifted it to us for our honeymoon, which is so sweet of her. So sweet. Okay, one more. See how that's the perfect amount for this work form. I'm going to just twist that guy in there. Okay, so here is what she will be looking like. So now we have the ruffles and the poofs. She's nice and full. You can't see the wire anymore. Okay? So now, I always like to attach my signs next. So I'm just going to pull those pipe cleaners up. And I think I'm just going to put her right in the middle. Or should we go off to the side? No, I like her right in the middle. Let's go right in the middle. Make sure you go through your deco mesh so your sign stays on top of your work form and doesn't sink down. I always joke that this is the hardest part of wreath making. It's getting your sign in and going through the mesh. And underneath here, I just make sure that it's through one of the wire rings. And then I'm just going to take this pipe cleaner and twist it in. Then I like to go up to the top and do the same thing. And then we'll go side to side. I probably should have used white pipe cleaners, but it's all good. You're not really going to see them. Same thing, what I'm doing underneath here, just tying it onto, you got to make sure it's on the work form so it's not going to go anywhere. And then I like to go side to side I do like to add 4 just for security purposes, just to make sure that the sign's not going to go anywhere. I'm just twisting it on that form, that work form again. Okay. Alright. I like to make sure that my tinsel ties are all pulled out and ready to go, because we are going to be adding in some ribbon tails. Okay. I love this side. I don't think I'm going to sell this wreath because I am the crazy chicken lady, by the way. I think I'm keeping this guy for me. So, you know what? I think I want to do one big bow down here. I think that'll be really pretty. So we're going to grab a pipe cleaner. I like to use these 4-inch cable ties for my bows. I'm going to set that off to the side. So these are the 3 ribbons that come with the kit. But like I said before, I might add in that polka dot too to it. I think I'm going to add that polka dot in. Or you know what, I might add in, if I can reach it, I'm kind of looking at it, I might grab a 1.5 inch burlap. Aren't those cute? I don't know, maybe I don't need the pokey, but I want to bring in more of that burlap. Let me grab that. Give me 2 seconds while y'all gaze at that beautiful ribbon. I'm going to grab this though. I think I want the center to be this. I think that's going to be really pretty. Okay, so let's start our bow. I'm going to start with the burlap. I love burlap ribbon. We are going to do 10-inch tails and I think 6-inch. 6-inch loops, and we're going to do 4 of those. If you have a hard time holding all your ribbon in your hand, use a bow maker. It will be totally fine. So we're doing 10-inch tails, and those are 4 6-inch loops. If you struggle with making hand bows, guys, I do have a class. It's a paid class on Facebook. It's $10, and I teach you how to make some hand bows. I think I teach 5, and I love the class, so go check that out. You can purchase a ticket on my website. So we're going to do that 10-inch tail again, and we're going to shrink down our loops to 5.5 inches, and we're just going to do 2 of those. And you know what? This is your bow, right? You can make it however you want. So if you want more yellow, you could do more yellow to it. But I really like that burlap, bringing out that burlap color. I love this 1.5 inch bandana ribbon, 10-inch tails again. And I'm going to do 4 of these at 10 inches. So that's going to make a 5-inch loop. So 4 of those. Okay. How are you liking that color scheme? And see, I just think it's going to be, it would be cute for a yellow right here, or I'm really liking this burlap. So I'm going to do a burlap center loop, 10-inch tail, and then we do that racetrack loop where we flip the ribbon over our thumb. you're going to grab your cable tie and thread that through right where you're holding it. And I start it just a little bit, swirl it around, and now you're going to thread in that pipe cleaner, and then make it really nice and tight. I think my, uh-oh. Okay, well, we'll use these. We'll just be very gentle. Pull that really nice and tight, and then clip it off. Now we have our gorgeous bow with some tails. Now, I always like to dovetail my end, so you just fold that ribbon in half and cut up at an angle. Oh, that was not pretty, was it? Fold it in half. I'm gonna cut some a little longer, some a little shorter, just so you can see like all the different ribbon underneath the tails. So it's not like one big bulky tail down there. Gives it a little bit of depth. I love this polka dot with the lace trim. That is so pretty. Have y'all found a favorite ribbon that y'all are just loving this season? They've really come out with some good ones. TMI has beautiful ribbons in stock, so make sure while you're shopping for your chicken box that you check out all the other goodies that TMI has as well. Okay, that's adorable. That's adorable with that little pop of yellow. We got the bandana. So I'm going to put this right on the bottom. I'm going to bring my wreath back, and we're just going to thread this through. So we're not going to need that tinsel. So I always kind of just fold those down so it doesn't get in the way. Once again, you want to thread your bow through the mesh. So your bow doesn't sink down into your wreath. You want to use that mesh so the bow sits on top of it. There it is. The other twisted tie. Okay. And once again, make sure that you are attaching that to the wire frame for support. Also, like beginner, a little helpful hint too, if you're new to wreath making, make sure when you buy ribbon and you're making bows that it is wired ribbon, because that is how you're going to fluff up your loops and make sure that your loops are popping and looking good on that wreath. How cute is that bow? That's adorable. Okay, so now we are going to go around and we're going to cut ribbon tails using the rest of this ribbon. I like to cut my tails at 13 inches for this wreath size. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left on top, and then we're going to have 10 on the bottom. So pick what color you want to be dominant. I'm going to go with the yellow. So since there's 7 on top, I'm going to do 4 plus 5 because I'm dividing that in half. So we need 9 total. If you're interested in these ribbon tail boards, I will link them as well in the description. I get them from a girl off of Etsy, so I will I'll link her shop too in the description of my TikTok. So all I'm doing is right where that fold is, I'm cutting, and then I'm going to take them, fold them in half, cut up at an angle, and we just dovetailed all of those at once. If you're new to wreath making, just do a couple at a time until you get comfortable with cutting a lot of ribbon at one time, because it does take a little, it does. You gotta make sure they're all lined up really well, or else you're gonna have some weird dovetails. tie, so 9 of those. And I'm going to put this burlap 1.5 inch on top of the yellow. So we need 9 of these, because these I'm going to put on top of each other. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Also, I apologize if my AC is like super loud. I feel like it's working overtime right now. It is getting hot here in Texas already. Same thing, just folding them over and dovetailing them, cutting up at an angle. I feel like my poor hand looks so sad. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry you gotta look at my boo-boo. Okay, so now we're done with the yellow and the burlap. So we're gonna take in the 2.5 burlap, and we have 3 left on top, and then we have 5 left on the bottom. So that means we need 8 of these. Did that just like zoom across the screen? Same thing, just thread those scissors through that crease, give it a cut. Don't be alarmed if you've never worked with burlap ribbon before. It is super thick, super thick, which is great. So we're just dovetailing all of these and putting them off to the side. This is the time-consuming part, but that's okay. The end result is worth it. Guys, when I first started wreath making, I used to count out these ribbon tails one by one and measure them on my board and cut. Oh my goodness. It used to take me minimum, I feel like 3 hours to make a wreath. And then I started seeing these ribbon tail boards, and I was like, oh my goodness, I need these. 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 of these, 7, 8. If you're an OG Owlette, if you've been watching me from the beginning, I got smart though. Before I made my purchase of ribbon tail boards, I cut a piece of good cardboard at 13 inches, and that is what I would use. And then I was like, okay, time to purchase some ribbon tail boards. Same thing. Cut up at an angle, fold them in half. Let me know in the comments if y'all like this view. Don't be shy. Let me know, because if you like this view, I will make more content this way. I think you get a better view when I'm making wreaths like this. Let me know. Okay, so now we have all of our ribbon ready to roll. So we're going to pull down our wreath, and we have all of these twisty ties. So I cut more yellow with the 1.5 inch burlap. So we're going to lay that. You can either fold it up to find the middle. I just kind of eyeball it, and then I squeeze it, pinch it, find the twisty tie, put it in, and then twist it. Now this is another choice. I like these little twisty ties sticking out. I think they're adorable. If you don't like them, cut them off. you are more than welcome to cut them off. This top layer, I always like to spread out my ribbon tails on the top. I do not spread them out though on the bottom layer. So we're gonna grab our second set, which is the 2.5 inch with the bandana. Find the middle, pinch it, and then you're gonna set that down into the next twisty tie. So we are just alternating. And then I will separate this ribbon like that. Makes it so cute, and then you can really see all of the ribbon. And I'm gonna lay the yellow on top because I want that pop of color more and that burlap to be the background. So now we're gonna go back to the yellow with the burlap, find that middle, and then set that in that twisty tie. And then spread them apart. And we're just going to keep on doing that same pattern all the way around. She is going to be so cute. I really do think if you're more of a yellow girl, like yellow would be really cute to add in another yellow ribbon instead of the burlap like I did. But I just like a good rustic burlap kind of girl wreath. And I mean, I am the chicken lady, so I really don't think I'm gonna sell this one. I think this one's gonna go on my front door. Oh, opposite. I always pull them opposite. Okay. How cute is that? Okay. And that's just the top. That's so cute. Okay, so now we gotta go around and do the bottom. Now the bottom, I do not spread them apart. I just lay them on top of each other, find the middle, and put them in, and then I just leave them stacked like that. I just leave them stacked. Personal preference, you can spread them apart, you can keep them stacked, whatever you like to do, okay? This is your wreath, you get to design it. I'm just helping you along the way. Let me know if you have chickens. I didn't even ask. Let me know if you have chickens in the comments. We have 8 chickens. I would love to get more. I just never have time to go get more. I found this place out by me. I live in the Houston area, and there is this chicken farmer out by us who has exotic breeds. And I would love to go over there and get some funny looking chickens. You know, like the Polish ones with the huge things, some silkies. Oh my gosh, silky chickens are so adorable. We just have really good egg layers. That's what we have. I always call them the wrong name. What do we have? We have... oh gosh, Rhode Island Reds? Yeah, I think they're called Rhode Island Reds. They all look alike, so they do not have names. I call them girls. I say, hey girls, good morning. That's how I talk to them. And they're all named girl. They're all named girl because I'm not going to lie. I cannot tell them apart. They were all about the same age when we got them. So that is why I just say girls. And I talk to them in my sweet little voice. All right, couple more. And then we will be all done with this wreath. So let me know if you are going to grab this box from TMI Gifts. Let me know if you like this angle. And make sure when you're shopping with them that you use my code AL20 and you'll receive 20% off your entire order. And my coupon code never expires, so you can use it anytime. And you will receive that discount. Okay, y'all get to see all my mess. Do not look at the mess. Do not look at the mess. Oh my gosh, how cute. How cute is that? Crazy chicken lady lives here. Here's the sides. See, it's nice and full. We got that pop of yellow and the red. Oh my goodness. I think it turned out so cute. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I truly appreciate it. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see y'all soon. Bye, everyone.